Hi Gemini, here with your love reading. Welcome, thanks for joining me. Also welcome cross watchers, and also check your sun, moon and rising signs, okay? What love messages want to come out for Gemini? What are the love messages for Gemini? What are the love messages for Gemini? Okay. Woo! Whoa. Okay, Ten of Swords. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Whoa. Cards just nearly fell on the floor. Hang on a sec. It's like there's been some sort of painful ending and then something beautiful is starting. You know, you could have just freed yourself from a bad situation, a bad relationship, a bad home environment here. Okay, so you're definitely around someone that could be doing sneaky behaviour. But there's definitely some sort of painful ending. Definitely powerful, positive new changes coming in with the Sun card and the Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. You know, someone could really be embracing their destiny, you know, cutting their losses, this restriction to be lifted before they come towards someone. Maybe they're figuring out a strategy, the best way to approach someone, figuring out a way to sneak back into someone's life. I think I picked this up last time as well. Someone who definitely wants to go towards someone, express their love to someone. It could be someone that you've known for a long time, that you've got a very powerful bond with, very strong chemistry, I'm feeling here. Okay, someone's really surrendering to the divine here, really, you know, going after their dream and their destiny here. I feel that you're craving commitment with someone. It's like you want to give someone your heart, basically. So there's definitely some sort of romantic offer that's going to be made here. Love proposal. Okay. Okay, what was that? Four of Pentacles. Tell me more. Tell me more, please. Okay. Got the World. Got Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Okay. It could be you or it could be them, both of you. You could be hanging on to something, a connection. You feel complete, you feel at home with this person, you feel free with this person. It could be a twin flame, someone that you've got a very strong connection with, and maybe both of you are holding on very tightly. You know, maybe both of you need to just let go with the flow, let things unfold naturally, see each other physically, go towards each other. Someone here is hanging on to something or someone very tightly. Also, I see with this World card that you know, someone completes you. They're at the center of your world, sort of, you know. Maybe you want to, this is how you're feeling, because you want to feel grounded, centered, you know. You just feel very at home with someone. I feel that someone is your destiny. This is who you're meant to be with. This is your twin flame. Okay. Maybe you were unsure about your feelings in the past. You know, indecisiveness. You was confused. You didn't understand. But the Sun card is beautiful. So I do feel. Oh, some of you could be purchasing a new car, a new vehicle, a new house. Someone here feels very highly motivated, highly driven, full of willpower, full of sort of spontaneous energy, very energetic, wants to pursue their heart's desire, bring order to a situation. It's like someone's raring to go here, but I feel that they're waiting for all this world chaos to sort of calm down before they go towards someone. You know, movement, forward motion, the Chariot, yeah, structure. Someone who has a military background there as well. Okay. Someone that likes to travel there as well. Okay. Oops. Tell me more about this World and this Chariot. Tell me more. What was that? Okay. Thought that one wanted to come out. Yeah, could be doing with the Leo. Okay, so you've definitely got a strong connection with someone here. That's what I feel. Strong, powerful bond. You could be each other's strengths. Okay, it could have come to a painful ending in the past. Someone could have walked away, they were doing sneaky behaviour, deception. Maybe they were being cold with their feelings, sort of closed off emotionally. But it's like someone's learned a painful truth, a painful lesson. Maybe not take things for granted because you don't know if it'll always be there, sort of thing. You know. Also, someone here could have had a very painful lesson to learn, yes, but it's like someone had to overcome obstacles, challenges, fears, you know, regain their strength, maintain balance, maintain a healthy attitude, are each other's strengths. You do motivate each other, you build each other up. You've got a very strong, powerful bond with this person, you know, and I just feel someone wants it all. Yeah, somebody wants it all. Yeah, the commitment, the stability. Yeah, some of you are definitely starting a new relationship here. Ace of Cups. Yep. This is a very powerful connection you've got with someone, very strong bond. I feel it's got a lot of potential to go somewhere. You've definitely got a lot of love for each other, a lot of passion, a lot of affection for each other. Someone could have come to a painful realization about something. They've learnt their lesson. Some of you are definitely starting a new relationship. But with some of you, it's like someone is, oh yeah, someone is craving someone's love, someone's attention. It's like some sort of karmic justice has come back on them. Look here, see, we've got 5 of Cups and 10 of Swords. Yeah, someone here feels that something is over. It's too late. Look, painful ending here. You know, someone's drowning in sorrow, guilt, pain. Also, someone here has a codependency with alcohol. They're kind of just drowning there. Look, they're letting their life pass them by. They feel that it's too late. It's over. They could be craving someone's attention, someone's love, and someone's forgiveness, but maybe they feel that they haven't got the inner strength, you know, with some of you, to go on. Tell me about this 5 of Cups. They could be sending you messages on the 5D. Tell me more about this 5 of Cups. Tell me more about this 5 of Cups. Okay, there's a lot of messages coming out. Tell me more about this 5 of Cups. I feel that your cup is overflowing with love and passion and affection for someone, and I feel what gets the better of you is your nerves and your emotions. You know, and I feel that you really want to sort things out with someone. Okay, we've got the Lovers. Yeah. Maybe somebody had multiple lovers, multiple choices in the past, and now they regret it. Whoops. Hang on a second. So some of you could be dealing with a Gemini, could have a fellow water sign. Maybe somebody went into another commitment or another situation and then they regretted it, and now they're missing this person, this other person. Someone is scared. Look, they're scared, they're going through pain, emotional turmoil, that something is over. Look, they're paranoid that someone's got someone else. They're angry. That's why they don't want to reach out. You know, they want to manifest this. Look, they want to manifest you back into their life, manifest this connection. You know, it's like somebody here needs to realise and stop feeling sorry for themselves. Look, that they're in control of their own destiny. You know, that they have the power. They can do this. Look, to create this, to manifest this. You know, to make it into something even more beautiful. Yeah, they need to free themselves from this guilt, from this doubt, this worry. Yeah, they're letting their life pass them by. They can't see. Look, there's still a chance to fix this. Yeah. The Magician is, you know, he's very creative. He uses his initiative. He goes from within. Maybe somebody's refusing to come out of their comfort zone. Yeah, so someone had a wake-up call here. Someone's had a wake-up call. You know, in the past, maybe they didn't give you much. They just gave you crumbs. They didn't give you much communication. You know, I feel that this person doesn't value themselves very much. They're quite low on confidence. They need to get their confidence back. You know, they're just feeling very overwhelmed at the moment and very over emotional. So we've got the Six of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Okay, some of you could definitely be dealing with a Libra or an Earth sign or a Cancer. It's like somebody really wants to give more to the connection, invest more into this connection. It's like they're going from within. They need to go from within. It's like their inner voice, you know, this sort of divine intervention has stepped in and, you know, told them to go within and, you know, go with their intuition and trust their own judgment, you know. This is definitely someone that's got a lot of love for you. Could be a twin flame connection, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine there. We are one. I feel this person has had feelings for you for, it's like, it's been never ending, eternal feelings. The feelings have never gone away. There's always been a spark there. There's always been chemistry. There's always been feelings. I feel this person is in deep regret, and they're sort of listening to their own voice at the moment. You know, they're in their own head at the moment. And this, I see the Six of Pentacles as they really value you as a person, and, you know, they shouldn't devalue themselves, and they need to make peace with themselves and forgive themselves. You know, the Judgment card is about forgiveness as well. You know, don't do self-sabotage. Love yourself, work on self-love. You know, they made mistakes, but they need to see that there's still hope. Look, and there is. Yeah. I feel that you do motivate this person. This is their ego, I'd say, saying that they're not good enough, it's too late. You know, there's 2 cups there, look, so it's saying that there's still hope. So they're going to make a judgment call, they're going to make a decision, they're going to go with their own judgment, look. Yeah. They want to resurrect this connection, you know, they want, it's like a rebirth. They could be going through some sort of Kundalini, spiritual awakening, a spiritual development, a spiritual process here. Really wanting to, you know, offer you something, stability, commitment, something stable, you know, just something more balanced. Because in the past, I feel that they were all over the place with their feelings. They were sort of in and out, in and out. They are going to find a way, or a strategy, or a creative way to come back into your life unexpectedly. They just need to learn, you know, that they have the power, that they can do this, they can master this. Okay? Whether it be you or who you're dealing with here, you really love this person, you value them as a person, okay? You find them very kind and loyal and caring, okay? You could be mastering how to, you know, learn self-love, how to, you know, forgive yourself, make peace with yourself, be align with your chakras. You could have been very closed off in the past, running away, cold with your emotions, or vice versa. But you definitely do want something solid and committed with this person now. You've had a wake-up call, you know, this is your happy ending, this is who you belong with, this is your destiny. You have the power to manifest this, you know, to give birth to new ideas, to create something beautiful with this person. You know, you could be in 2 minds at the moment, you know, between subconscious and a conscious decision with this person, you know. And I just feel with this Magician card, you really are going to put your sort of skills and abilities into, you know, motion, into reality here. You know, with this Wheel of Fortune here, you know, the universe has given you another chance with this person, a second shot with this person, and you really want to invest, you know, and give more to this person and this connection. And, you know, the chemistry is beautiful. You've got the Sun card there, okay? And also I feel that you don't want to invest any more time, any more of your time and resources and energy or money into bad people and wrong people, you know, that sort of just want you for money and materialistic things. So you have learned some sort of painful lesson, some sort of painful truth, you know. Also I feel here that when you express this love to this person, they're going to be quite shocked to hear from you, because they thought that you forgot about them, you went to someone else, you know, and someone here's just drowning in sorrow, drowning in guilt, you know. Can I get some more on this Judgment card? Someone's definitely making a judgment call here. Hang on a second. Tell me more about this Judgment card. Tell me more. Tell me more about this Judgment card. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more, tell me Okay, what was that? Just get some more on this. Judgment and the Six of Pentacles. You definitely want a new start with this person. I feel that you are waiting for some sort of restriction or something to be lifted. You know, plus with this Death card, it's saying that you need to let go of old ways as well. Old way of life, old way of thinking, old way of seeing, changing your perspective, you know, and just letting go of things that don't serve you. You're saying, you know, out with the old, in with the new. Something painful is ending here, and then something beautiful is starting, because you've got the Sun card there. Okay, you've got Death, you've got Ace of Cups, so you're definitely coming into union with someone here. But it's like you're waiting for some sort of restriction to be lifted before you can physically see them. You might be very nervous with this person, or them you. So you've got Three of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we've got Scorpio energy. Someone here is definitely going through ascension, because you're saying goodbye to an old self, an old way of living, you know, an old cycle. You're definitely going through some sort of spiritual awakening, spiritual development. There's planning going on. There's planning, preparing, I'm hearing. Prioritizing, thinking, coming up with a strategy, the best way to approach the situation, best way to approach this person, to offer them your love, or them you. Okay, but this, I believe that this is both of you. I feel this is mutual. Yeah, there's transformation going on here as well. Tell me more about this Three of Wands and this Death card. Tell me more about this Death card and this Three of Wands. Someone's definitely making a plan here to go towards someone. Oh. Okay. Page of Cups. Someone who's young, innocent, romantic, quite poetical. Someone's connected to divine source here as well. So they could be embracing their spiritual side. I picked that up with this Judgment card, that someone here is going through ascension, you know, spiritual development, saying bye to old ways. But you definitely hear, this is your energy. You want to offer your love to someone. You want to tell someone how you feel. Look, you're in love with them, but you're afraid of what the outcome's going to be. You're afraid of the outcome. Definitely someone here that wants to make some sort of romantic offer, some sort of proposal, love offer. Maybe they were immature in the past, emotionally withdrawn, childlike. Hang on, what was that? Yeah, you're definitely thinking about someone. You're yearning for someone. You're missing someone. Oops. Okay. Tell me more about this Page of Cups, please. Because this is your energy here. Look, this is your card. These two, especially, and that one. Yeah, yeah. Someone that you've got strong feelings for. Strong feelings. Okay. I feel that you've been in love with them for a long time. There's always been feelings there. There's always been chemistry. I feel that the feelings have always been there. It's always been there, you know. And you definitely want to take the leap of faith towards this person. You want a new start. Maybe you're embracing change. Maybe it's scary, you know, letting go of old ways, letting go of an old life, an old way of thinking, your old self. You've been reborn, you know. But yeah, embracing change is scary. It's like someone here is afraid to be an adult about something. Could be still being immature. But someone here is very much feeling young, romantic, wanting to pursue someone, pursue their destiny, pursue their heart's desire, you know, sort of feeling spontaneous, going on a spiritual journey, traveling, wanting to give someone a gift. You know, someone here is very deep in their emotions, you know, wanting this new beginning, this new start. Someone here is very, very sort of embracing change. Hang on a sec, what was that? Oh. I thought that wanted to come out. definitely going to be a new start. Okay. Whoops. Yeah, you really do want to heal something with someone here. I feel that you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but you see this person as a wish fulfillment. They're your heart's desire, right? You want to tell them how you feel. You want to make a proposal to them, a love offer. I think what gets the better of you is your nerves. Okay. With some of you, you're raring to go. Yeah. Again, someone that's very spiritual, that likes to talk with their ancestors. You know, remain hopeful, keep the faith. You know, it could be a very spiritual connection you've got with someone. The person you're dealing with could be very spiritual. You know, and the universe is saying just have faith. You know, just persevere. You know, because, you know, this person, I feel that they might feel the same way. You know, reconnecting with a lost love, an old flame, you know. It's like someone's yearning for someone here. Really missing someone, in deep in thought, reminiscing. And with this star card as well, you know, like I said, heart's desires, wish fulfillment, wish upon a star. Someone's definitely going through the sort of ebbs and flows. Someone's going through cycles and phases in their life. Okay. And around the star card, definitely want a new beginning with this person. Whoop. Okay. In the past, somebody was quite cold, or somebody could be feeling left out in the cold. It could be you, it could be your person, feeling left out in the cold, feeling stuck. You know, they could be struggling in their home environment. We've got the Two of Wands. Someone here could be felt left hanging and out in the cold. We've got Two of Wands, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So again, someone is coming up with a strategy, a plan. You know, it's like someone's waiting for something to calm down and stop, you know. Someone definitely wants to go travelling, making a decision, pursuing their heart's desire. They want you by their side. Look again with the twos. See, someone is definitely craving intimacy, companionship, you know, that level of intimacy. I do feel that someone here was or can be quite cold with their emotions, very closed off, you know, which makes somebody else feel sad. Okay, we've got Six of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely dealing with someone from your past. Someone that you're missing really badly, wishing that you weren't so cold or closed off, if that's the case. Someone that maybe you didn't understand your feelings, you weren't sure, you was confused, you didn't understand what was happening, and you just ran away. Someone here that you've got a very strong bond with, and I feel that you are, it's like you're scared to reach out to them. So you're thinking, look, you're terrified of being left out in the cold. You could be feeling left out in the cold. Maybe this person's being cold towards you. You could have known each other for a very long time. Maybe in the past you were both very sort of, maybe both of you were immature. You weren't ready for a relationship. You both had lessons to learn. You had obstacles. You know, you had to do spiritual journeys. You both had to do transformations, you know. Okay, so I feel that you really do want to work things out with this person. You know, you're very in your head about it, sort of thing. This person could have their guard up at the moment because they don't trust you, or you don't trust them, sort of thing. But you do really want to work things out with them. There's a lot of potential here for this connection, this relationship. It's quite a strong, powerful bond you've got with this person. You've never felt like this about anyone. I think I picked this up last time as well. Also, I pick up someone here that's very dedicated and passionate and hardworking. You know, and a bit of a perfectionist. Someone here is refusing to let go of someone, or refusing to let go of an old way of life. Okay, you could be working on yourself, working on your finances. You definitely do want to work things out with this person here. See? Yeah, it's like you've got the power, but it could be a bit of frightened ego here that's kind of stopping you in your tracks, you know, from reaching out to this person. Okay. So yeah, wish fulfillment, feeling content, feeling abundant. You've got the Sun card, so you know it's going to be a beautiful outcome here. Okay, I definitely feel this person feels the same way. I feel that they will forgive you, but you have to put the work in. You have to be dedicated. You have to put the effort in. You definitely could be very nervous about communicating. You really do want to heal this connection. You might need to make peace with yourself. Okay, you might need to do mirror work, address anything within yourself. But with this Nine of Cups, I definitely feel this person is your wish fulfillment. You know, they're a wish upon a star. They're your heart's desire. You just feel so free with them, at home with them. You can be yourself. You can't remember. You've never been this happy before. Okay, and vice versa. Whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, craving, yearning, you've got the wish fulfillment card. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to come true. Okay, you're going to come back together with this person. Okay. Oh, look, beautiful. Look at that. See? Wow. And then we've got the Hermit. Okay, so you're definitely dealing with a fellow water sign. This could be your energy as well. No, this is water energy. Plus we've got plus we've got the Hermit, so you could be dealing with a Virgo. Okay, so it really took you a long time, or your person, to go deep within to realize that this is a spiritual, sacred, you know, twin flame connection. You know, you're really craving the attention of this person. You know, the togetherness, the companionship. You could be doing mirror work. It could be you, or it could be your person that is quite isolated and quite withdrawn. Maybe they're being cold towards you. Yeah, someone who's definitely gaining clarity here within themselves. You know, they're going within. Again, spiritual. Could be going on a journey, could be discovering things about themselves. You know, and the Hermit is about someone that's quite withdrawn and likes to be intuitively guided, look towards the light. They want to bring light to the situation. Yeah, he or she, you know, they want to know that you're still there, that you're still interested, or vice versa. So we've got the Two of Cups here. Look, see, someone's come to some sort of painful reality, painful realization. You know, a reality check. You know, they could be in isolation, withdrawn from social media, reflecting, gathering their thoughts. You know, someone's really craving this sort of attention. This beautiful connection is so strong, it's so powerful, it's so intense. And I feel that what gets the better of you or this person is, you know, their nerves. You know, they get overwhelmed. It's just the togetherness, the companionship. You know, someone's really got beautiful, genuine feelings. You know, they feel so privileged and grateful. You know, you are, it's like, or vice versa. You know, this is a challenge, but you can't wait to take it on. You see this person as an accomplishment, an achievement. You know, you just get very overwhelmed here, Pisces. Keep getting hiccups. It's I'm tuning to nerves. Okay, so, yeah, you definitely want some sort of commitment with this person here, even if you're not showing it at the moment, or you know, they're not showing it, or they're being cold. You definitely are serious and dedicated this time, and you want to let them know that, even if they're being cold, even if you think that they're perfect and, you know, everything in their life is perfect, you know. But they definitely want some sort of commitment here. Someone does. something real, something passionate. You know, they're really craving that with you. With this Four of Wands as well, I definitely feel that someone is getting married, could be getting engaged, graduating from university. You know, this is quite serious and sacred and special. I don't think anyone else understands the bond apart from you and this person. It's definitely going to be some sort of celebration. Could be celebrating coming back into union, you know, after this lockdown is finished. Someone here is really mastering and embracing change. You know, learning to adapt to this new way of life, new way of thinking, saying goodbye to old cycles. It could be you, you know, you're sort of balancing, learning and mastering balance and strength, you know. As I said, someone here is very spiritual, channeling divine energy here, you know, agility. You've got something small and you're going to turn it into something beautiful. So you've got temperance here, you've got Sagittarius energy, you know, very focused, very determined. You know, you're really concentrating on your goals, on what you're doing at the moment. You know, again, not with the divine intervention. Yeah, Archangel Michael there. You know, it's like you're testing the waters. You know, you're sort of gaining momentum as well as gaining clarity. You know, you're gaining momentum here as well. You're learning sort of healing energy as well. How to make peace with yourself. You know, get a grasp on reality. Being high vibrational, you know, you're really mastering that and harmonizing that. Being at a higher level of conscious awareness, you know, again, you could be dealing with someone that's very spiritual here. And also this is mastering patience as well. So if you're growing impatient, you know, where you can't see this person or talk to them, I do feel that you're learning to master that, decipher it. You're deciphering it, look, with this Temperance card there. Okay. You really do want to balance this out, straighten things out with this person, sort things out, because you're just absolutely in love with them. That's how I feel on both sides, you know. And the universe is saying, you know, keep the faith, stay strong. You know, you're really showing your resilience here. You know, there's a lot of strength testing going on here. You know, you're persevering here. Could be your person here as well. I strongly feel this is you. I'm really wanting this Two of Cups with someone here. Really wanting to offer them something stable, something more mature, something more serious this time. You won't let them go. And I feel that you've got a lot of sense of adventure and fighting spirit in you. You know, you really want to work this out with this person. You don't want to lose them to someone else. And it's just finding that inner strength and inner courage to reach out to them, pick up the phone. You know, like I said, you're mastering that. Look, you're learning, you know, I know scary, embracing change, learning to adapt. You know, you're just making the best of what you've got at the moment, because that's all you can do at the moment. But you really, in your eyes, you won't let go of this person, because they're absolutely beautiful. You just love them to pieces. They're so different. Someone here is very spiritual. The person that you're involved with could do spiritual work. They could be very spiritual. You know, it's more emotional and spiritual. It's not just about physical attraction with this person. You've just got so much love for them. You've never met anyone like them. It's their uniqueness, you know. They are your strength. I feel that you are each other's strengths. You know, you help each other to heal, you know, whether you consciously know it or not. You know, I feel this person is your strength. They motivate you. You know, they're really helping you to heal, you know, to master, to learn new things, to say goodbye to old ways. You know, this Temperance card's really talking to me. The way this angel's really focused, look. So even if you think, oh, you know, this person's got someone else, you could be seeing their social media, you could be thinking they're happy and hunky-dory, but deep down you must know that this person loves you too. You know, this has been going on for a long time. Maybe you had lessons to learn, both of you both had work to do. You know, there's a lot of strength testing going on. Both of you could be scared to reach out because you're both afraid of the rejection, of, you know, that someone's got someone else, someone's got 100 people on the go. You know, you need to put the work in here. You need to, you know, put the effort in, be mature, because in order for this person to trust you or open up and not be so cold, yeah, you need to, you know, give them something, yeah, so that they can trust you. Give them something to go on. You know, it's, you know, like, it's like you're testing the waters at the moment. That's what I feel. You're just making the best of what you've got at the moment. You will express your love to this person, and vice versa. Obviously when the timing is right. That's why the Temperance card is there. It's just saying, have patience, keep going, persevere. You have the power, you have the strength, you can do this. You know, release fear, release ego, you know, doubt. You know, there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of things that want to be said but can't at the moment. But I do believe you could be trying to contact this person in 5D, sending them messages, sending them synchronicities. You know, you just have to trust and have faith. You've got the power, you can do this. You know, you love this person. You know, this person's your heart's desire. You know, your cup is just overflowing. You know, you might be acting like, both of you might be acting like you don't care, you know, and that you're not bothered. But in divine truth, you know, in reality, it does bother you. You do care. There is still feelings there. And the cards say otherwise. I can't make this up, you know. You both won't let go of each other. Look, there's still chemistry there. There's still a chance to save this. There's still love there. There always has been. It's never gone away, you know. And like I said, it's just a matter of someone here needs to break the ice. They need to reach out, finding that strength and courage, you know, and they're mastering that. Look, they're learning that, mastering strength and balance, you know, how to let go of old ways, you know. And when the timing is right, you know, somebody here will reach out and express their love and show emotion and not be so cold and closed off and withdrawn, yeah. Someone here's really gaining clarity here, guys. Look, with this Hermit card, really going deep within, you know, seeking guidance from within, seeking answers from within, you know. You've got a very spiritual, sacred, powerful bond. You know, the bond is very strong, you know, with this person. And the universe is saying, just trust and have faith. Just go within. You can do this. Just persevere. Keep going. Yeah? Keep going. Keep working on yourself. Look, you know, you're more powerful than you know. If you are new, give me a like, give me a subscribe. You know, if you need to know anything, just give me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And yeah, sending you so much love. Be safe, you know, have faith. Peace, love and blessings. Mwah.